In today's Insight Short, I'm going to talk about uncertainty. The fact that our world is becoming more uncertain and more volatile is impacting businesses and individuals everywhere. Over time, the world has changed exponentially. In the last 30 years, that rate and pace of change has just been on an upward trajectory. And in the last 3 years, there's been some incredible curveballs. These are things that most businesses hadn't prepared for, weren't ready for, and have really impacted the way that we work forever. What's happening now is that we've ended a period of what at the time didn't feel like continuity, but we can now look back and see was. And we're into a period where things are going to just keep changing and keep evolving in very strange, weird and wonderful ways. So how can we prepare for this? Well, there's 3 tips that I want to share with you today. The first tip is that we have to become masters of uncertainty. We need to get comfortable being uncomfortable, because one thing is inevitable, and that is that change is going to happen. We need to accept that the change is going to happen and harness it. Change is our opportunity for growth. It's our opportunity for learning. So as business leaders and as individuals and as people who are looking after our teams, we need to support and encourage one another and our own mindset to be ready for this, to accept that uncertainty is going to keep coming and to be prepared when it does. And that brings me to point number 2. We have to be prepared. We need to be, to quote Jim Collins, productively paranoid. So we should be working towards the best, but prepare for the worst. And this means that we need an A plan, a B plan, and a C plan. And we need to make sure that our teams are ready to adapt and pivot to whatever is going to come our way. We need to do our best to predict the things that could go wrong and could go against our planning, but also be prepared that there's going to be events and activities that we simply can't foresee. Having that growth mindset, that adaptable mindset, will set us up for success, whatever happens in the future. And thirdly and finally, we need to continue to be ambitious. It's been something that I've noticed coming up more and more with our clients and community, this real struggle to predict and plan for the future, to set goals that are 5 or even 10 years out into the future. This is because you simply don't know what's going to happen next year, so how can you plan so far ahead? Well, we would argue that it's really critical for people's inspiration and motivation to continue to have that North Star, that big vision, that big goal that you're all collectively working towards. However, you need to be prepared that the road is not going to be smooth, and you need to be ready that you're going to have to pivot and move and go down that windy, wiggly road as you work towards that goal. It might take a little bit longer, but you'll make it there eventually. Thank you for watching this Breakthrough Insight Short. Remember to like and subscribe, and stay tuned for our next Insight Short, where we'll be sharing more breakthrough tips and expert advice.